What up, YouTube? Back with another video. New low weigh-in this morning for our trip. Mileage is increasing. We got a slight tan from this warm front this past weekend, so things are looking up. Things are feeling good. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about some of the tips that I use to help with this weight loss journey that I'm on. Currently, twice a week, I am not running, and it is only lifting. And on those days, I'm still doing cardio. I'm doing my cardio in the evening separate to my lifting. And I'm gonna tell you just why I do that and why I think it's such a hack for your weight loss. But first things first, let's go get this morning lifted. All right, upper body day. We're a couple sets into this workout. Push, pull, just everything upper body. Compound movements and some heavier weights. The one thing I'll say about morning gym is there's a lot less socializing going on. People are just here, in, out, staring at the floor in between sets. Just here to actually work out, because sometimes I feel like later in the day, and I get it too, like I've done it, people just go to the gym to hang out, and it's fine. But also, when you're holding up machines, you're holding up platforms, it can be a little frustrating for the people that are just trying to get in and out. So I like lifting in the morning because the environment is just so much better. So much more workout focused, you could say. All right, so we've done pull-ups to warm up, as always. 3 sets of 8 of bench. And now we're getting into horizontal back movement, whatever this machine's called today. That's what I'm doing. Doing 8 to 12 reps, 3 sets. Then we'll go hit the other parts of our body. Efficient 45 to 60 minute workout. Get it in, get out, get on with the day. All right. The thing I will say I've learned over my years is a lot of people will try to use their weightlifting sessions as a moment to burn more calories and to help with their fat loss. Like just going in doing like CrossFit workouts, high intensity, just short rest terms, high reps. And that's great occasionally. Like if that's what you want to do and that's what's going to get you in the gym, go ahead. Like I'll still do that to this day. Like maybe I just want to go in and get a sweat. That's perfectly fine. But you should be ideally using your strength training sessions to build strength, maintain strength. So I know some people will go in and spend like 3-minute rest times. I'm not doing that. I got things I got to do. But 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes for some of my heavier compound movements in the beginning. That is the goal. And you want to rest your muscle in between sets to then lift the heaviest weight, because when you're cutting down, when you're running all this mileage, like it's so easy to lose strength and muscle. So you want to try to limit it as much as you can, and using your strength sessions to lose weight is not what you want to do, because then you're going to lose the wrong weight, your muscle. So take your time, lift heavy, and enjoy the peace and quiet. Just kidding. Most people are psychos. Okay. 1, 2. I'm keeping most reps between 8 and 12. Sometimes I'll go down to 6. And when it's 8, it's still at the beginning of the workout. Just because I like higher reps, like I like the way it feels. I feel like I get a better pump. I feel like my workout's better. And then if you get too heavy, you start getting away from hypertrophy, one, but two, you're risking injury. Like if you're doing a heavy bench for sets of 4, the chances of your shoulder getting messed up pretty high. And I don't want that. And I honestly don't really care about what my bench number is. I'd rather look like I can bench a lot. So that's what I'm gonna focus on. And I don't wanna get hurt, especially when you have less food in you. You're running all these miles, you're more fatigued, your CNS is a little bit more shocked just consistently. Lifting heavy weight can get a little dangerous. So 8 to 12 reps, longer rest times. Focus on lifting, not burning calories. That's what we do with the other part of our day. Wrapping up this workout with some arms, of course, gonna blast them. Even with arms nowadays, I'm still taking my time. I used to do supersets, everything with arms, but now I'm down more like 10, 12 reps, 90-second rest again. It doesn't feel as good, but I feel like I guess you could say, arm gains way better when I take longer. Now, obviously, shorter reps and shorter rests and higher reps feel better, but I don't know, switching it up. I will give it some folks, like November, December last year, this time in the morning, there's like 6 people in here. First couple weeks of January is filled out, and it's still, I mean, this gym at 5 o'clock p.m. is this busy. I don't know, just that time of the year. People holding on to resolutions a little bit longer. People just more motivated. I don't know. I like it because there's a little bit more energy when there's more people here in the gym, but I also don't like it because I used to have the gym to myself for the most part. Like nowadays, every now and then I'll have to wait for a rack, which is why I come in the morning, because I don't want to be bothered, I guess is how you can put it. All right, I think this is my last set right here. I lied, that wasn't the last set. I felt like I needed to do a burnout. So we're at finishing with 2 sets of failure with dips. I don't know, I just felt like I needed one more really finish his workout. Let's go for, 20. We're gonna try to go for 20. All right, let's do it. Last one. Next. I don't know if you'd count that. Like 17 and 4 halves. What does that give me? It gives me maybe 19, but it was 4 3/4. Oh well, pretty good. Workout done. No matter whether you're doing cardio or lifting in the morning, either way, I recommend doing one of them first thing in the morning. Not even a pretty day out, but the endorphins are pumping. It's actually quite nasty out, not gonna lie, which is a real shame because this past weekend, I don't know if you can tell, maybe not in this lighting, but I'm a little sunburnt. It's beginning of February and I've got some sun on me. We got a warm front. Golly, it was beautiful. It's making me want to drink acai bowls or eat acai bowls, drink smoothies, coconut water, be sun-kissed, be tan as ever. Golly, it got me excited, and it's even more motivating to lift in the morning and do my cardio in the evening. I will not skip out on it unless the UV is up there. All right, time to head home, shower up. We got work to do, and we got a long, productive day ahead of us. Woo, baby. One of the things that I like about lifting in the morning is typically after the workout, I'm way less hungry than if I did cardio. And I'm doing my version of intermittent fasting. We'll call it T-fast, where I have 2 scoops of protein after my workout. So it's not really fasting, but I'm not having like a meal. I'm making sure I get protein in, and then just having that little bit of protein lets me hold off my hunger way later in the day, but also minimizing the calories that I'm taking in the morning. So while it's not really fasting, it is a version of it, you could say. My version, it's just always worked for me, always makes me feel like I'm getting enough protein in. Hunger stays pretty minimal. But one thing that's new for me this year is I've been drinking greens first thing while fasted. So I just did my workout in. Now I'm having Ghost greens, and I'm getting this down, and I feel like with the fasting and then getting a workout in with no food, and then the first thing in my body is greens, I feel like my body just absorbs it better. I just feel like cleansed. I feel healthy. So I'm going to drink this, and then I'll have my 2 scoops of protein, and then we won't eat again until noon or 1, and I'll focus on just a protein lunch, fruit, minimal fats, minimal carbs. I'll save all that for later in the day so I can eat some better foods before bed and I'm not craving anything. And so by having 2 scoops of protein in the morning, my first meal just being fruit and meat basically, then come dinner time, I have lots of calories to play with. I'm satiated. I hit my protein for the day, and it almost seems way too easy if I'm going to be honest. And then the biggest hack, which I'll get into later today when I do my cardio, is really why I split up my lifting and cardio. Because at the end of the day, dieting, losing weight is all about your caloric intake. Yes, cardio helps burn that extra calories. Lifting helps you maintain strength, but really if you're gonna lose weight, it's all diet. End of the day, wrapping things up, time to do our cardio, second workout of the day. And to be honest, I typically try to do it outside. I honestly just love being outside. I try to get outside as much as I can. It's a little cold, it's a little misty, it's a little rainy outside, and it just doesn't sound too ideal. So today we are inside walking on a treadmill. Not ideal because typically when I go for these long runs, I love it because I'm outside for the entire workout, right? I do every single run outside 98% of the time. If it's raining, still going outside. Now there are a few times that there's been exceptions where, I took the smarter route, ran inside, but I always try to do my cardio outside because it is so good for you mentally. When you go to the gym all the time, yes, it's super good for your health to work out, but being outside is so good for your mental as well. And so by lifting in the morning, when it's dark out, when it's cold out, when everybody's just waking up, you allow yourself to then do your cardio later in the day when the weather's heated up, things are a little bit nicer, you have the time to go talk, run into people. And that's why I appreciate breaking up my cardio to later in the day, because then I get to enjoy the weather a little bit. I get to go outside. So the cardio that we've been doing is, if I am going outside and doing it, I will go for a 2 to 3 mile walk, something super low intensity that's not gonna tax me and hurt my runs, cause injury from too much stress on the body, something low intensity. And if I'm not outside and I do it on the treadmill, I'm doing 30 minutes, 10 incline, 3 miles an hour. So something super light, just getting the heart going, getting things elevated, and burning those extra 200 to 300 calories that are really gonna help make the difference. So, I'm gonna wrap up this cardio. We got 25 minutes to go. Gonna get some personal things done, maybe watch some YouTube, drown out the noise, take this time to myself, maybe get a light sweat in, and keep on moving. The other reason I like doing cardio separate is, have you ever felt like you were hungry and then just said, I don't have time, I'm gonna go work out, I'm gonna go on my run, I'm gonna go on my lift, and then next thing you know, you go through an hour and a half workout and you didn't even think about food. Yes, you're hungry after, don't get me wrong, it doesn't just completely go away. But when I lift in the morning, I have my protein shake afterwards, fast throughout the day, have lunch, and then around that 5 p.m., maybe even 6 p.m., that hunger starts to build back up. And I don't want to eat dinner too early, otherwise I'm going to get hungry throughout the night. I'm going to wake up too hungry in the morning. So I want to keep my dinner back just a little bit longer. So when I finish up work and that hunger starts to get there and I have free time, stopped answering emails, finally unwinding, relaxing, that's when a lot of people start to break. That's when a lot of people start to snack. But if you can just fight that 30 seconds it takes for you to put your tennis shoes on, put some gym shorts on, and walk out that door and go for your cardio, your walk, your stair climber, your treadmill, whatever sort of cardio you're doing, if you can just get by that 30 seconds of hunger, that hunger will completely go away. You will think you're ravenous, and that's the trap that so many people fall down, is they think they're hungry. Really, you're just bored. Really, you're just set on eating a snack. But if you can get over that hump and just quickly preoccupy yourself with cardio, you've all of a sudden pushed yourself back another hour. Also, when you wrap up your work for the day, whatever you needed to get done, sometimes it's hard to completely shut off. Sometimes that work will bleed over into your relaxation time, your time to work on something else that you maybe enjoy a little bit more that you don't have the time to work on throughout the day. And you're trying to shut one door and open the other. And by having that cardio session be the last thing that you do productive for the day, it is such a mental chapter ending to knock that cardio out, and now you're done. You know mentally you have checked everything off that you needed to do. You did your work, you've done your health, your fitness, you've taken care of all the important things in life, and now then just relax. But guys, whatever works for you, works for you. There is no science as to which one's better. If you do fasted cardio in the morning, you do fasted lifting in the morning, you do them together, you do them separate, like, you are not burning more calories, and there is no actual science about which one's more effective. The reason I suggest breaking them up is for strategizing. The mental barriers, having strategy with your hunger, and just setting up your day in a more productive way and a way that's gonna make dieting a lot easier. That's why I suggest splitting up your weightlifting in the morning and your cardio in the morning. But what's most important is whatever one you can stick and be the most consistent with is gonna be the most important. So, thank you for watching another video. Keep working, keep pursuing greatness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to do your cardio.